Hi everyone. Today we'll discuss about purchase consideration. The importance of purchase consideration comes in the case of amalgamation. Purchase consideration is paid when one company purchases another company. Now let's see what is the meaning of purchase consideration. Purchase consideration refers to the aggregate amount of shares and other securities issued and the payment made in the form of cash and other securities by the transferee company to the shareholders of the transferor company. Therefore, purchase consideration may consist of shares, other securities, cash and other assets. It only includes the payment made to the equity shareholders. The third point, it doesn't include payment made to the debenture holders as they are the creditors of the company. Now let's see what are the different methods of calculating purchase consideration. The first method is lump sum method. This is the most simplest and the easiest method to calculate purchase consideration. In this case, the amount of purchase consideration will be directly given in the scheme of amalgamation. For example, A Limited takes over B Limited for rupees 25 lakhs. In this situation, rupees 25 lakhs will be the purchase consideration which is given as lump sum. The second method is the net asset method. Under this method, the purchase consideration is calculated by deducting the agreed value of liabilities taken over from the agreed value of assets. In this case, we can find out the purchase consideration using this formula. The agreed value of assets minus the agreed value of liabilities. Thus, you will arrive at purchase consideration. The third method to calculate purchase consideration is the net payment method. Under this method, purchase consideration is calculated or ascertained by adding the various payment made to the equity shareholders and the preference shareholders in the form of equity shares, preference shares, cash or any other form of securities. The fourth method to calculate purchase consideration is the share exchange method or also known as the intrinsic value method. Under this method, the purchase consideration is required to be calculated on the basis of intrinsic value of shares. The intrinsic value is calculated by dividing the net assets available for equity shareholders by the number of equity shares. So this ratio determines the share exchange between the transferor company and the transferee company. The share exchange value or the intrinsic value can be calculated by using this following formula. The net assets available for equity shareholders divided by the number of equity shares. So these are the four methods to calculate purchase consideration. The first one is the lump sum method. Second one is the net asset method. The third is the net payment method. And the fourth is the share exchange or the intrinsic value method. Thank you.